Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gilbert Flowers, and I am doing a YouTube live stream. Yeah, we tried this 2 times today, 2 times before, and this is the third attempt to get it right. The first time, I tried it on my iPad. Where is my iPad? Somewhere. I had it. My iPad is taking a walk. I have it. I have it. Let's see what it is. Yeah, I have my iPad, and it is. I had it charging, but let's see. If I go on the iPad and check, I will see if the live stream is actually happening. When I did it on the iPad, the video froze, and we couldn't see anything. Nothing was visible. Okay, here's a live. When I did it on the iPad. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. The video froze. We're good. We're good. All right, so we're trying to live stream the third time. The second time it worked pretty good. However, I was long-winded and it went to 49 minutes, and I want to keep it to less than a half hour. So I have to be a lot shorter in my presentation. And so let's get into it right now. I think we're already 2 minutes into it. I have a short agenda, and I'll try to stick with the agenda. I don't know if you can see these, but I have 7 items on the agenda. So let's go through the first one. And the first thing on the agenda is making a statement about this being the first live stream that I have done on my channel that is running related. I have done some other live stream, but it had to do with other things that were not related to the channel. For example, on 19th of June, I live streamed some parts or portions of my mother's funeral, and that was from Whittier, California. That's the city where we were streaming from. And Sky Rose Chapel, and also we had the graveside committal of the body, or the graveside burial. And finally, I did some live streaming from the repast. That's the luncheon that happens, the gathering that happens after the funeral, where family and friends come and congregate, fellowship over food. Yeah. And so that was all the live stream, but now this is my first running related live stream, and this is the first since 2019. Yeah, this channel started in September 2019 with the goal of documenting or outlining, covering, showing the progression as I trained to run a sub 4-minute mile. Yeah, well, I was older then. Right now I'm 64 because it is 2025 and I was born in 1961. So I'm 64 years old and I'm still at it, trying to run a sub 4-minute mile. I'm not saying that it will happen, but I will do or continue to do the training. And I have had to take a break from the pursuit because in 2022 I suffered a debilitating injury to my left knee. It was broken in 2 places, in the tibia and the patella. I think the patella, for most people, it is the kneecap, so it was cracked. It was damaged. I fell several times on the knee, injuring it with the multiple fractures, and so I'm just now getting healthy again. So this is the first live stream, and so it really went, the discussion just pushed us into the second item on the agenda, was my running status today. How am I doing as a runner today? Am I able to run like I used to before my injury in 2022. I'm back to the top of the game, or the top of my game as a runner. And no, I am not back to where I was before 2022. I'm getting there slowly, but I'm not there yet. Right now, I can run up to 8 miles a day. I haven't run any more than 8 miles, maybe just a little bit more than 8 miles, but I haven't got back to 9 or 10 miles a day like I used to be. So what I do now, I go out in the evening or morning, whenever I go for a workout session, I can do a 7 mile run, and I follow it up with a 1 mile recovery run. So that's how I get to 8 miles a day. And I'm not running as fast as I used to or as hard as I used to because I'm just getting back my fitness. For example, last night, my 7 mile run was just a jog, and it took over an hour and a half to complete because I can't run hard every day. What I do now, I can run hard one day, and the following 3 days, it has to be easier or recovery runs. So I can recover from that hard workout. And after the 3 days easy, I can go back and do something more challenging and hard again. And so I am recovering still in rehab, but I am running without pain. See, I am also using a magic thing, and for some people it's not magic, it's science. I am using red light therapy, and I have two of these units that I'm using currently. I had one, and I wore it out. Some of the lights stopped working, but these are two different units that I use. And some people say it is scientific proof that it works, that I'm getting the healing, the pain relief, and everything I need to be actively running again. And some other people say, it's not science, it's the placebo effect. You feel like you're getting some healing, and therefore you will get healed. It's all mental, some people say. So whatever it is, it's working. And I don't just believe in medical science for healing and rehab and recovery. I also believe in faith healing. I believe that the Holy Spirit is active, and that there is a God, Father God, Mother God, that is active in healing. I pray to God in the name of Jesus, and I believe the Holy Spirit that dwells in me is constantly working to heal the body from within and without, body, mind, and spirit. Yeah, so I am getting all the healing that the universe affords, I believe. I tapped into all the sources of healing. So the knee is getting better, and I can run better, stronger. The only thing that I am fighting with, and I've been fighting for many years, is getting sufficient sleep. Like, for example, today, last night, I only slept for 2 hours. And therefore, I may have to abandon tonight's scheduled run because I do not want to run when I am under or get insufficient sleep, because it is a recipe for an injury, a recipe for disaster. So I may just forego the run tonight, get some sleep, and run sometime in the morning or sometime tomorrow. But I want to be able to run every day on the calendar, every 24-hour period, every official day. And yeah, we have less than half a year. And I'd like to finish the year out, 2025, by running every single calendar day. And item number 3 on the agenda, I'm moving faster than I did earlier. because I don't want to be here for 50 minutes. I don't want to keep you out and engage unnecessarily. But weight management is something that I am dealing with, fighting with, working with every day of my life. In other words, I have a problem with weight gain. And as I get older, it is easier to pack on the pounds and much harder to lose the pounds once I pack it on. And it has to do with metabolism for older people. As I get older, my metabolism works a lot slower than it did when I was 30 years old. Back when I was 20 years old, I could eat. In fact, I had to eat a lot more. I was losing weight too much, and the coach and whoever was involved in my running when I was 20 and 30 and even late 30s, the idea or the concept was to eat more, a lot more, because I was losing too much. But now it's a little different. And I have an app that I have on my phone, and I'm using my phone here. I'm looking at it there. I also have the same app on my iPad. It's called the Lose It app. What that does, I am able to track, yeah, there it is, Lose It. I'm not sure if you can see that. Lose It app, that's what, oh, there it is. I can track my weight, and I have it set so that I am only allowed to consume 2,000 calories or less per day. And I paid some money for this app. In fact, I think for the year it's like $9 or a little bit, but it's less than $10. See, 2,000 calories, that's my goal for the day. But I haven't used this app since May because caring for my mom when she was at home, and I was 24/7, they call it caregiver, and also when she was in hospice, and so since early May, I haven't had the time to log my food intake, my caloric intake. So I have to resume. I have lost the art of being dedicated to logging my food items every day, so I haven't done it. And it used to be whenever I ate less than 2,000 calories a day, I was guaranteed to wake up the following day and my weight on the scale would go down. And if I ate more than 2,000 calories, I can guarantee, knock on wood or whatever, it was certain that I would increase in weight. So I started my program the last time, my challenge, I started at 149 pounds. And today, all week, for the last 7 days or so, I'm 137 pounds, which means that I've lost 12 pounds. I'm like 50% towards the goal. The goal is to get to 125 pounds. And I have lost 12, and I have 12 more to go before I reach my ideal running and racing and training weight, 125 pounds. So next week, Sunday is 7 days from now, it's the 20th. I want to be down to 135 pounds. I want to lose 2 pounds by next week. And if I can get that by next week and the following week, I'll spend that week getting ready to do my first all-out mile time trial since my injury in 2022. And so if I can be 135 next week, and I'll have one more week to prepare, and I'll try on the 27th of July. Hey, that's a familiar date. That's the date of my wedding anniversary. It was July 27, 1986. So it's a great day, a date on the calendar. It's a prodigious date. And I'm not married anymore. We ended up in a divorce, but it is still a great date. It was a great event, a life-changing event, July 27. So some dates on the calendar I can never forget. So on the 27th, we will attempt our first mile time trial. And so I will work on the weight management. And of course, by the end of the year, for sure, I'll be down to 125 pounds. If I'm not, then you can take away all the food out of my house. See, yeah, the problem is I have foods that I can't bring in the house anymore because those foods, I'm addicted to probably all the foods, but there are certain foods that cause trouble. Tortilla chips. Where is it? I had it right here. Plantain chips. For example, this bag, I got one at the 99-cent store for $1.25, but it is 3 servings in there. So I'm supposed to take out the portions and divide it into 3 and eat 1 portion a day for 3 days. But whenever I open the bag and start eating it, without fail, I end up eating the entire bag. 3 servings, 425 calories. And there's really nothing that I can do to reduce or to stop from eating the whole bag. It just seems incomplete. Once you start the bag, you want to finish it. And then I went to Costco with my son, Rodwell. He was doing some shopping, and I came across the Hershey chocolate nuggets at Costco, and they were on sale. And I was thinking about getting 2 bags, and I said, and he told me, don't get it, don't bring it home. I said, no, I can handle it. I can bring these nuggets to the house in a bag, and I can just eat 1 a day. I can handle it. Well, the first day I brought it home, I ate about 30 of them. The following day, about 25. I got sick. My stomach got sick from eating too many of them. And so it's hard to eat just 1. And I shouldn't have brought them to the house. And if I didn't bring them to the house, I wouldn't have to worry about it because I was, for the 2 weeks before I brought them to the house, for almost a month, I had no chocolate at all. But once they're in the house, they're a problem. Same with, this is water. This is water. This is purified water, and this is good. But if I bring any kind of juice, I don't do alcohol, coffee, or tea, but if I bring any kind of fruit juice, any kind of smoothie, any healthy juicer, it's a problem. I just keep drinking without stopping. I can't control. And whatever I drink in terms of fruit juice, it automatically turns into sugar and fat in my body, and it puts on the pounds. And for example, one juice that I just cannot touch anymore is my kryptonite. It's the Kern's strawberry banana. It's the nectar. It's called. It isn't 100% juice. I think it's like 16 or 25%, something like that juice. But it tastes like it's juice. It's nice and thick and succulent, and it's beautiful. And it comes in these boxes that are a quart, and I can drink 1, 2, 3, 4 of them a day. So I have to just keep them out of the house. There are things like I said, tortilla chips, donuts, cakes, nuts. I have nuts in here. These are from Costco. Costco has their own Kirkland nuts, but these ones are a little bit cheaper. Planters dry roasted nuts, and these are from the other membership store that I go to called Sam's Club, and this is like $5 or less, and The mixed nuts, I like those better, and they cost more, like 15, 13, 14, $15 for the same size tub. But if I bring those to the house, I end up snacking and nibbling on them, and in one day I can consume a half or maybe a whole tub of mixed nuts. So, and cashew nuts, oh boy. And cashew nuts, the other problem with cashew nuts is it's not just fattening, but it's poisonous. It has some poisons on this that comes out when the nut is extracted from the shell. And if I eat a whole tub of it in one day, I'll endanger my life. I'll get sick. Anyway, I have to weight manage every day, and the goal is to get to 125. And so let me discuss some other goals for 2025. I already said I'll try to get down to 125 by the end of the year, but I have some goals, my time goals. You know, every day I go out, I go work out. I have like a prayer. I don't do it anymore, but I used to. I pray that Father God, Mother God would allow me to achieve a certain time goal or certain time goals for the year. 2024, I prayed that, but I haven't prayed that in 2025 because I got a little more realistic. And my goal used to be for the 1 kilometer run, the 1K, I could do it in, I want to be able to do it in 3 minutes or less. And for 2 miles, I wanted to be able to do 2 miles in 9 minutes or less. And the 5K in 18 minutes, 36 seconds and less. And I had the times all the way to the ultra marathon distance of 30 miles. And I'm not doing that this year. The only time goal I have is hopefully I plan to do a 1 mile distance. The prayer used to be for 5 minutes, in 5 minutes or less. But this year in 2025, I want to be able to complete the mile in 7 minutes or less because I am on the comeback trail now. I am building back up. So this year, hopefully, I'll be able to do my fastest mile in less than 7 minutes. And my other time goals is simply this. There's one goal that covers all the distances up to the half marathon. I just want to be able to run a fast race effort. I have no time attached to, for the result for any of those distances, just to be able to do a fast, hard race effort. Yeah, and if I can get that in 2025, I'll be tremendously successful and grateful for the opportunity to run fast paces again. And I have my shoes in the garage just waiting for me. I have the Saucony, I can't remember what it is. It's some kind of, some racing shoe though, some super shoe. And I also have the Adidas. It's another super shoe. And they are just waiting for me, just waiting and waiting for me to, and I'll also have my first pair of spikes. What are those spikes called? It's the New Balance Fuel Cell. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's for middle distance, MD, some kind of MD track spikes for middle distance, which includes a mile. Oh boy, if I could do a mile on the track in those spikes, oh boy. Haven't ever worn spikes in my life. This will be the first chance of doing it. Maybe we can do it in 2025, but for 2026 for sure, we'll do it. Okay, and the longest distance I want to do this year is the half marathon. I can't do anything longer than that. There's also the 1 hour race, that I would like to run to, and that is the distance before the half marathon. Okay, and we're getting down to the last three agenda items because, like I said, time is the essence. Got to get to sleep. Haven't slept yet, and don't want to keep you up. For some people, it's already past midnight. In New York, it is 12:49 tomorrow morning. That would be Monday morning. Right now, where I am is Pacific time, so it's 9:49 Sunday evening still. So what I'd like to do, if it's possible, is to go live like this every Sunday, not this late, of course, earlier in the day, because Sunday for runners is a big day. It's a big event day. For my brother and our club, the Wild Mountain Runners, the Los Gatos in Griffith Park, Sunday used to be a big race day event. We're either running short distances from the 5K up to the half marathon, or we're challenging ourselves by running the marathon. It was always some big event race day. And if it wasn't a big event race day, it was a long run day for marathon training program. Yeah, so I'd like to do the live early in the afternoon or late in the morning because usually we run early in the morning and we come back home and it's time for relax. That's when we can do a live. Or if we're not out racing early in the morning, we're relaxing in the afternoon while the sun is at its peak, when it's the hottest time of the day is around 3 o'clock. Yeah, and so we're going to go out for an evening run around 5 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock. And so it's going to be a good time to do a live right between the morning racing sessions and the afternoon training sessions. And this is so I can make a connection with my subscribers and viewers, with you, because what usually happens is that I am posting a video and it's usually days or weeks or months after the fact, and we never connect with what's happening currently or presently. And with the live, I can at least connect with you every Sunday on what's happening right now. And if you are not able to tune in to the live when it is being live streamed, the broadcast, you can always check it out later in the day or the following day, but it'll be more of a immediate connection, just so that I am keeping you updated with what's happening. Yeah, I think a problem with the channel, why it has not grown, probably, well, the main reason is I haven't done anything amazing in the running in the running quarters or in the running arena, in the running community. I haven't done anything that is noteworthy or standout performances, and also because I haven't been able to keep current, and so I'll try to keep current. And right now, let me tell you, I had envisioned in 2019 that the viewership or the subscribership for this channel would have been something in the thousands. I haven't even reached 400 viewers yet. The last count was 346 subscribers, and I appreciate all the subscribers that have signed up and still support and contribute to the viability and to the life of this channel. I am saying right now that it's your support is worth a lot. It's precious. It's important, and we're going to try to build on it slowly but surely. And I guess the important thing in my mind is to be able to be healthy and run safely, and yeah, support the lifestyle, support the cause, because I am in the running in the running game for the rest of my life. Yeah, I think it's the fountain of youth. That's how I can stay young, stay healthy. And thank you. Oh, before I close out, this is a channel dedicated to the 4 minute mile, or breaking the 4 minute mile. So my interest was really piqued when on June 26th, Faith Kipyegon from Kenya, the runner, the world record holder for women in the mile, she was teaming up with Nike, or sponsored by Nike, or on the Nike Breaking 4 special challenge that was, I think it was broadcast on ESPN or some other major streaming and television source outlet. Well, she tried, and it was a beautiful event. It was well put together, visuals, cameras, everything, and she had male pacers who are supposed to pace her in her attempt to break the 4 minute mile for women, the first time that it was ever to happen. So she had to lose, or to take off over 7 seconds from her world record to achieve this amazing feat of running under 4 minutes. Well, in the end, she didn't quite make it. She ended up running 4 minutes, 6 seconds, 0.42. That's 42 hundredths. So she's still well off the mark for running the first sub 4 minute mile for women. And I watched the race and I was amazed at how hard she was running. She made me feel like I was, that's how hard I feel sometimes when I'm doing my we call it strides, or little fast sprints. And she was working, and I could feel it. But at the same time, the men who are pacing her, they seem to be running relaxed and easy, and just some people call it jogging. They weren't really jogging, but they were running a lot slower than their maximum. They weren't running as fast as they possibly could, because for men, the world record for the mile was set in 1999 by Hishman El Garouj in Rome, Italy, and the time still stands. It's 3 minutes 43.13 seconds. And last year, Jakob Ingebrigtsen and Jared Nagus, they both went in. I think they ran the Bowerman Mile in Eugene, Oregon, and they came in at 3 minutes 43 seconds and 70 something, or 73 hundredths. They were still a little bit off from the world record, but they came very close. And this year, Jakob was unfortunately injured. He couldn't do the Bowerman Mile. And I think Jared Nagus, he came in second to Lars, some guy from Denmark who won the race right at the tape by a lean at the tape. And the time was 3 minutes and 45 seconds and something. So they came close, but they were still off the mark. I think it was 45 seconds, or maybe it was 48 seconds. I have to double check. I'm not sure why I didn't check it the time before I came in here, but I should have. I should have remembered the time I watched the race. But when you don't get sufficient sleep like I do, a lot of times you can't remember things properly. And sometimes I'm around the house doing things and I forget where I placed my phone, and I'm looking for my phone for 20 minutes and a half hour because you see the brain works like that. It's like a phone device or iPad. When it runs out of memory, it cannot function. The same thing is when you don't sleep sufficiently, your memory cells uh, are compromised. They're suspect. So even sometimes I'm here talking and the words I can use normally, they escape me because for some reason the brain is not, the synapses are not firing up to normal. Everything is slowed down, and so it is important to sleep well, not one night for the week, but every night for the rest of your life, for my life. So I believe with the women that maybe in 5 years they will get closer to the 4-minute mile because women's running keeps progressing. We all went crazy, were shocked when all of a sudden some woman in the marathon took off more than 5 minutes off the world record, and she dipped into 2 hours, 9 minutes. Yeah. No, I think maybe I was something like 5 minutes she took off of the record. And how amazing was that jump in performance? And I think the same thing may happen one day in the mile. It might not be Faith Kipyegon, it might be some other prodigy, someone else that does it. But also, it leads me to what I'm dedicated to, running the mile in less than 4 minutes. I have learned, or I can learn something from Faith Kipyegon's Breaking 4. From the pacing, well, they say the pacing was a little suspect, but from not just the pacing, but the wind, managing the wind and aerodynamics to the fabric of the outfit, the running suit, the jumpsuit that she was wearing, and to the adaptations made in her footwear, the shoes that Nike built. Yeah, so all those things and fueling and the training can help me run a better mile. But at the age of 65 or 64, it may still be impossible to do because as the record shows, the oldest man to run a sub 4-minute mile was 41 years old. And that's pretty young. That's a young master's runner. And 64 is many, many years advanced compared to 41. But I will keep the faith alive, keep hope alive, keep working and running and doing the best that I can to get back to some running times that are low enough so that I can enter into the 4-minute bracket, 4 minute something, and see what's possible. Eliud Kipchoge, the greatest marathon runner ever, and we don't quite put Kelvin Kiptum in that category, even though Kiptum has the world record, but he doesn't have the body of work that Kipchoge has. Yeah, Kipchoge keeps using the mantra that there are no limits for runners and running. He says he wants to prove to the world that we are limitless. And I have that same kind of belief. I am not as stoic as he is, but I believe that there are no limits. And I do not like to depend or use technology as a prop or as a reason to advance human achievement. But technology helps. But I believe with our training, what we learn about fuel in training, and other aspects of athletics, that we can do much better than the Roger Bannisters and those men did so many years ago in 1954 when the first sub 4 minute mile was recorded. So, ladies and gentlemen, subscribers and our viewers, you folks, I want to thank you and we've come to the end of our live stream today. I want to thank you for your support over the many years. I don't like to disappoint, but sometimes I can't live up to the expectations of running achievements when injuries come and take over. Injuries is the reality. Someone always, from our running club, always used to use the mantra that we'd all be Olympians if it weren't for injuries. So injuries is what makes us human. And even the Olympians sometimes suffer injury, but for some reason, luck, DNA, medical intervention, however, they are able to overcome injury and stay virtually or mostly injury-free is the reason, I guess, why they excel and the rest of us watch them on TV or go to the arenas and cheer them on and are inspired by what they do and what they achieve and what they are able to demonstrate, conquering the human limitations. Oh yeah. Okay, so you be good, you be safe, and you be healthy. And we're going to wind our live stream down, and I'll count down 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Stay well, stay good, and be blessed. Mm-hmm.